If you ever thought, I just can't understand spoken French, you're not alone. That's the number one thing I hear from learners. But here's the truth. It's not because you're bad at it, and it's not because French is too fast. It's simply because your brain hasn't had the right kind of training yet. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 simple mindset shifts that will change how you approach French listening and help you feel more in control of your progress. And if you want to put these ideas into action, I've got 2 free challenges you can start today. I will tell you more about them at the end. Let's dive in. Shift number 1. From French sounds too fast to French just sounds unfamiliar right now. French can feel incredibly fast at first. Words run together. You can't tell where one ends and the next begins. And at first, it just sounds like a blur of noise. But that's only because your brain isn't used to the rhythm and the way French sounds yet. It's like starting a new job. At first, everything feels overwhelming. So many new things to learn, systems to figure out. But after repeating the same tasks again and again, you start recognizing patterns. You start to understand how things work. You feel more confident. It's exactly the same with French listening. And that's why repetition is at the heart of the method we use in my challenges. Shift number 2. From watching Netflix will help to I need to train, not just watch. Watching French movies and series feels like learning, but it's passive. You're hearing the language, yes, but you're not really working with it. It's like watching people lift weights and hoping to get stronger yourself. Doesn't work like that. To actually improve, you need active listening. That means focusing on what you're listening to, not just playing it in the background, and listening while reading the subtitles. That allows you to associate written words with their pronunciation. That's the kind of training we do in the challenges, and that's why they work. Passive input is helpful, but it's not enough on its own, especially for beginners. Shift number 3, from I need more vocabulary to I need to recognize the words I already know. You probably know more French words than you think. But knowing a word and recognizing it in fast speech, that's a whole different story. French blends words together, drops sounds, links syllables. Sure, you can study the rules, drop is, liaison, consonant links, but theory alone won't prepare you for real-life French. Only practice does. Take something simple like Je suis ici. On paper, easy, but in a real conversation, it sounds more like je suis ici. If your ear isn't trained to catch that shift, you'll miss it, even though you already know the words. So understanding spoken French isn't just about learning new vocabulary. It's about actually hearing the words you already know, the way they are really spoken. Shift number 4. From I need to understand every word to I need to understand the message. Trying to catch every single word is exhausting, and honestly, it's not realistic. Even native speakers don't catch every word in a conversation. What they do is focus on the message. They listen for keywords, tone, rhythm, and context. And if you think I'm wrong, think about this. How many times have you been in a conversation in your mother tongue and someone asks, "Did you hear what I just said?" And even if you can't repeat it word for word, you can still explain exactly what they meant. Because you caught the meaning, not by analyzing every word, but by following the message. Sound familiar? When you stop chasing perfection and just aim to follow the big picture, everything gets easier. You relax, you catch more, and you actually enjoy it more. In my challenges, we train this by listening for the gist first, before reading anything. That's what helps build real-world comprehension. And I love seeing that mindset shift in my students the moment they realize, wait, I don't actually need every word to understand what's going on. That shift makes a huge difference. And that's exactly what accelerates their progress. Shift number 5, from I'm just bad at listening to listening is a skill I can build. This might be the most important shift. Listening isn't a gift. It's not something you're either good at or not. It's a skill like reading, driving, or playing the piano. And skills can be learned. So if you've been telling yourself, I'm just not good at this, I want you to let that go. You're not broken. You just haven't trained your ear yet. That's exactly what my challenges are for. Step-by-step training, a little bit every day, and steady progress you can actually feel. So, if you are ready to start training your ear the right way, I've got 2 free challenges you can start today. The 25-day listening challenge to build your listening habit and the 7-day listening challenge to sharpen your ear. They are both completely free on YouTube. You'll find the links below in the description. Start with the 25-day listening challenge to build your foundation, then move on to the 7-day listening challenge to sharpen your ear even more. Just press play and get started. You can understand fast spoken French, not by guessing, not by luck, by training with the right mindset and the right method. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in day 1 of the challenge. À la semaine prochaine!